Welcome back, and today we are going to be talking about the Morphe beauty sponges. So I picked these up online because I saw where Jaclyn Hill was using the red one, and she said that she was really enjoying it in one of her tutorials. So I got online to Morphe's website looking for this one and saw that they had two and went ahead and ordered both. They are each $6.99 a piece. So neither one is more or less expensive. The red one is the Flawless Beauty Sponge and the black one is the Premium Beauty Sponge. I think the names are probably more just to differentiate the two. They are slightly different. We'll get into that when I show you the close-up clips, and then we will do a try-on first impressions of one on each side of the face. Alright, so today we are going to talk about these new Morphe beauty sponges. So I saw Jaclyn Hill using this red one, and this is the two that they came out with. I went and looked them up, and there's two. Also, just humorously, fragile, handle with care sponges. Clearly that's for when they send makeup. So here are the sponges in their boxes. The red is the Morphe Flawless Beauty Sponge. And the black is the Premium Beauty Sponge, which is supposed to be more similar to like the Beauty Blender Pro, because you know it's black, blah blah blah. There is definitely a slight texture difference. The black is a little bit more dense than the red. And if you know anything about the original Beauty Blenders, the different colors are different in their texture and what they do. So we're going to make a size comparison with, this is just the original Beauty Blender, so it's a little bit bigger, and it's also not quite as squishy, the red one. There it is compared to the Real Techniques sponge. Excuse my blush stain. So it's actually a little bit smaller than that one, and it's more comparably dense to the Real Techniques sponge. The black one, very comparable, and also has this flat side. The black one has two flat sides. This one is I'm pretty sure intended for it to sit on, and then this one is sideways. Here's the black one in comparison to the original Beauty Blender and the Beauty Blender Pro. So that's what that one looks like, and these are both dry, clearly, so I just took them out of the box. So let's go get them wet. Alright, we are back with some wet sponges. They are huge! So these are wet, however, this is the still dry original Beauty Blender. So before, the red one was, I believe, slightly smaller than this one. You can see how much it's blown up, and it's also it is a bit squishier. The one thing that I do notice about this is like the outside edges, the outside seems squishy, and then as you press in, the middle feels dense. And I kind of have two thoughts on that. One, the outside is what needs to be squishy. That's the part that's, you know, touching your face, applying the makeup. So that's a good thing. But the fact that the inside is denser could be good or bad. I think it'll be good because in the long term, we won't know today if it's good. But the thing that I find with my Beauty Blenders, and you can see somewhat on this, you totally can't see on the black one because it's like too black. You can't see anything. I have picked the bottom out. There's like a hole in the bottom of my Pro Beauty Blender because in the middle of the Beauty Blenders, they tend to suck the product in if you don't clean them super, super thoroughly. Then they end up with like clumps of makeup on the inside. So I think that maybe having the inside be so much more dense here in the Morphe, it might help. Shape-wise, no complaints. With the black one, I think texture-wise, same deal. The outside is a little squishier and the inside is a little denser. This shape is just very odd. Like, you can just like beat somebody in the face with this holding one. It's an odd shape, but we'll try it out. We'll see where it is. But you can see that this one got so big. It got so big. Like you could cut this in half and it would be, that's the dry Real Technique sponge. It's just huge. It's huge. So let's put these on the face. Alright, so we've got our sponges here. I will make a quick comment now that, you know, I've got them near my face. They're wet. The black one smells a bit like swimming pool. The red one, I might smell a little bit like that, but it's so much fainter than the black one. And I think maybe that has something to do with the process in which they dye it black. We'll see. And I will also say, I keep smelling it, I will also say that the black one foamed up when I got it wet, which is a little odd. I've never had any of my beauty blenders do that. I even have the Pro Beauty Blender, which is also black, which you'll have seen in the clips before. I've never had those foam up like that. It's a little odd. So we're going to do half the face with one and half the face with the other. And I'm set them right there for now. We're going to use the L'Oreal Lumi Cushion Foundation, just because this is the foundation that I've been using recently, and that'll make it a good comparison. So let's start with the black one, since that is the one that I feel odd about. So just in comparison, this is just about like, we're talking 1/8 of an inch around the edges of this, you know, being the same size as the cushion. So la la la. We're gonna go with this side. This side. It's making a patting sound. Which my other beauty blenders do not do, and it's cracking me up. Okay, we're gonna use the curved side now. This definitely feels far more dense than any other sponge that I debatable. We'll see. So that was the black one. Now we're gonna go in with the red one on this side of our face. My face. Why do I say our face? It's my face. These seem to be picking up a lot of the product and sucking it into the sponge more than I'm used to. This one I'm definitely liking better than the black one. Mainly because it's softer. And the red one is the red one is the one that I'm gonna put this one on this eyeball just to, I did not want to put the other one on the eyeball. This one is much more on the side. This one is definitely better than the ones that you get at like TJ Maxx. But this one is almost like a happy medium between the Real Technique sponge and the Beauty Blender. It's more like the Beauty Blender than the Real Technique sponge is like the Beauty Blender. So for us visual people, softest, squishiest, medium, squishiest, Real Techniques, most firm, but the texture is the same. The porousness is the same size, which is why I'm not. Which is why I prefer my original Beauty Blender to my Pro Beauty Blender. Is I don't like how coarse it is. And it's not coarse by any means. It's not a pumice stone, but it's much coarser than the original Beauty Blender. If you are more into the firm sponges, maybe try the black one, but I think the red one is definitely the standout of the two. The black one may get better with some use. But overall with pretty much the same as far as application, but you could I definitely just prefer the feeling of the red one. Definitely. Well, there we have it, everybody. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it maybe gave you a little more information about these beauty sponges. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Every time.